Welcome everybody to Wellingborough Community Forum. I'm Jonathan, I'm your host. The agenda is very simple. What we're going to do in a second is just say hello to each other, introduce ourselves. And then the next part of the agenda is telling everybody about what's on. So shall we start with, I think Ruth's just come online. Let's start with Ruth. Go on, because you're the first on my screen, Ruth.
Okay, hello, I'm Ruth Hughes from myself and Lucy are both on today. Just to introduce ourselves, that's Lucy there. So we work for Northants Council and we work in the department called the Employment and Disability Service. So we've just come on to introduce ourselves to the forum because I had an email conversation with Joanne from the town council. So we would just talking about. I just sort of said, could we pop on to introduce ourselves? So Eads has been. You might know of us. I think Joe may have heard of us before. Eads have been working in the county for about 40 years. So we're a small department in the Northants Council, and we've been going around 40 years. So we support people with disabilities and health conditions into work. So we help them job search for work, and then we also support them when they're in work as well on the in-work support. So we do different things, whatever they might need. It's quite a bespoke service we offer. And we also run different programs. And we also support people when they're in work, so we don't leave them at the door when they go to work. We stay with them for a period of time until they're settled in, talk about, adjustments that could be made to make their lives easier at work and things like that. So that's what we do. And I have asked Jo to if we could put an article in the Well Informed magazine that she was talking about last time that I saw on I watched the December meeting on YouTube. So I thought that might be quite interesting for just to get in there as well. So we're trying to network and make people aware of who we are because we're, a small secret in the council. So I'll pass you to Lucy if you don't mind. So she's going to talk a little bit about the programme that we're running at the moment. So I'll just be quiet.
Thank you, Ruth. Hi there. So yeah, my name's Lucy. Obviously I work for the same team as Ruth. I don't know whether it might be better. I know, Jonathan, you said we're going to come on to sort of talk about what's going on and sort of projects and stuff. So it might be better if I cover that a little bit later, maybe, if that kind of fits better later on. But yeah, Ruth's explained our service quite well there. So I'll hand over to someone else to say hi.
I think that'll be you, Joe.
Looks like it. Hi, I'm Joe. I'm from Glamis Hall as a centre manager, and I'm a trustee at the Kingsway Centre.
Fabulous. Go on, Connie.
I'm Connie Penn. I am part of the Northamptonshire VCSE Assembly, and I'm running the Hemmingwell project in Hemmingwell.
That's that you're running the Hemmingwell project in Hemmingwell. Sorry, I do have to take things more seriously. I'm Jonathan. I am your host for your sins. I do run a few groups on Facebook for Wellingborough organisations, and I try and promote things that are going on in the town as well as some services. I have a few other hats, dare I say. I am coordinator for Wellingborough Eco Group, which keeps me very busy. The Eco Group I'm going to tell you about, and some of our mini events in a bit, right? And as of the 8th of December, I'm also the facilities officer for Wellingborough Town Council. So I work very much with Joanne and Sally and Emma, of course. And we're in the office here at Swanspool Pavilion. So if you don't recognise it, Joe, we're somewhere new. There you go. Because it's warmer in here, and I thought Connie would appreciate the warmth. Okay, shall we pass back to Lucy then? Because I think Lucy was just about to tell us all about what they do.
Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, so at the moment, we've recently, as of November last year, we've just launched a brand new programme which is called Connect to Work. With that programme of support, so as Ruth mentioned earlier, we can support anybody age 18 and over, who has got a barrier to work, mostly sort of disability or a health condition. It can be mental health, physical health, autism, learning disability, any kind of sort of barrier that makes it maybe a little bit harder for them to find work and to get into work, or harder to stay in work once they have a job. We can kind of pick up support with them. We can help them for up to a 12-month period. So we've got quite a long time we can work with somebody, and we meet them regularly. So kind of minimum of every 2 weeks, we'll meet them in person, in the community, kind of either in our office or in a cafe or library or wherever might work for that person. And all of our support is completely tailored as well. So when we meet somebody, we'll look at their skills, their strengths, what kind of job they want to do, anything that they might find more difficult, and then we put in a bit of an action plan to say, right, how are we going to work together to overcome that and to move you into employment. We have got some funding as well with the programme, so we're able to sort of purchase certain things that are going to help to get them into work. So if they need interview clothes or travel fares or training course, or we've even sort of paid for different types of therapy for people if they need that. We can be quite flexible, so we can kind of fund that on their journey into work. So there's a lot of support available there. People can self-refer to us, or different organisations can also refer into us as well. So we've got a website link which I can share. I think it's also going into the Well Informed as well. So people can kind of just fill in a really simple form online with some details. We would then make contact with them, have an initial chat with them about the support we can offer, find out a bit more about them, and then we would look to kind of book in a face-to-face meeting and see them in person if they're happy with that and sort of happy to come onto the programme with us, and they're suitable for that support. There is another side of what we do as well, so it's kind of a smaller part of our work, but still important. If there is somebody who's already employed, and they have a disability, it might be kind of a new health condition that's come along, or their health's got worse, or they've had a change of management in work and things going a bit wrong because of their health, we can pick up some retention support. So it's about trying to keep them in work, rather than them dropping out and having to reapply all over again. So it's looking at things like reasonable adjustments, if they need certain adaptations or equipment, or their manager just needs a little bit of advice and support or training. We can put all that in place to try and keep that person in employment as well. So kind of mostly for people out of work, but also if people are in work and struggling because of their health, we can pick that up. It's all fully funded, so it's, you know, comes at no cost to anybody. So yeah, it's all funded as well, which is good. And we all kind of work locally. So myself, Ruth and Sam cover Wellingborough and Rushden. So we all know the area quite well. We meet people in their own communities, which is really nice. I think that's kind of it in a nutshell, unless anyone's got any burning questions. Or as I say, I'm happy to sort of share the website and more information. If you've got anyone, it might even not be through work. It might be that you know someone personally that you think, oh, they would really benefit from that support. Yeah, anyone and everyone can sort of self-refer into us. Thank you.
What age group did you say it was, Lucy?
It's 18 plus, so 18 right up to retirement age for this programme.
Fabulous. And the link, obviously, you're going to share it. Anybody can use that, or
Yep. So yeah, anybody. So it can be that an organisation's sort of referring somebody. So there's a little bit on there to say, are you getting support with filling in the form? If you're referring someone else, you can pop your details in, or the person can literally just fill in their details on there as well. So yeah, anybody. It doesn't need to be like a job centre or anything like that. Because previously it's always been that they had to go via the job centre, but we know that not everybody engages with the job centre or wants to do that. So yeah, anyone and everyone can refer.
that's a really good service.
Thank you.
Like I say, some of the stuff that the Eco Group do, there might be an opportunity for somebody to be able to do that referral service. So obviously you're going to share the link. You've obviously
Yeah,
got the email. Have you got the
We do
email?
have leaflets as well, if you want some physical leaflets, if we can drop them
Yeah,
down
you can
somewhere.
come down to the pavilion with that. That would be useful, or a little poster
Yeah.
or something would be really useful. I think
Drop me some leaflets in as well. I can put them on our notice boards.
Yeah.
Thank you. That would be really
useful to
helpful.
be able to
Thank
share
you.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have any, I'm asking both of you, Ruth and Lucy, do you actually attend sort of events and stuff like that, or do you have any sort of employment fairs where you sort of actually have things where people can come to?
Yeah, so we do. There's a few different things that we do on that side. So we always go along if there's any jobs fairs locally, like the one that they have at Rushton Lakes. I think that's quarterly. They have one there, so we'll always pop along. We're going to try and get our own stand at that next event as well. Um, there's also the Small Business Network meeting every third Wednesday in Wellingborough at the Ugly Mug. So we sometimes pop along to that as well. And then in March at Wicksteed Park, there's the I think it's the Chamber of Commerce Business Expo. So we're going to go along to that as well. So we do, yeah, we like to get involved in anything like that that we hear about, even if it's just
Yeah.
us taking our customers down to like a jobs fair and supporting them to chat to different businesses.
Sometimes we will, like recently we had a stall at the library for a couple of hours just to, just to sort of network with customers there. And we will, if somebody's having an event sometimes, just to get out into the community, sometimes it's quite good to just we went to Glamis one time. I think the job centre had something up there and we were there,
Yeah, we had an
you know,
event, yeah, a couple
that
of years
kind of
ago.
thing. So we're happy to kind of do community things if you've got people who are doing any community things that might be, happy to come and give out leaflets or something, aren't we, Lucy?
That'd be good. No, that'd be good.
There's a Queensway Month of Action starting at the end of March. I can put you in touch with a couple of people, but there's going to be Northamptonshire Sport and possibly the Fire and Police Service are going to be basing themselves in Queensway Medical Centre for a day. So it might be worth you basing yourselves with them so that you can talk to anybody that comes into the doctors.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
really good actually, because
Yeah.
getting into some of the doctor surgeries, that's something we've been sort of trying to do and looking at. So yeah, that would be really helpful if you could share that, Joe.
Share your
Thank you.
contact details, then I can
Of
pass
course,
them on
yeah.
to N Sport.
Will do. Shall I pop them in the chat? Is that the best way?
Yeah, it's good for me.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy, because I was thinking I don't know how to do that.
Okay, thank you very much, Ruth and Lucy. Joe, would you like to tell everybody what's going on at Glamis Hall and Kingsway Centre?
Okay, can you hear me all right? Because I've decided to use some earphones because I don't think my speaker on my new laptop's very good.
We can hear you perfectly well. Yeah.
So I've just had a volunteer turn up to drop off their DBS certificate.
Do you want to come back to you for a second?
No, it's fine. Somebody else will have to sort them out. Right, so what's going on at Glamis? So as of tonight, hopefully, our group room will be finished and operational. Ready for a new hire that we have on a Saturday, which is a Romanian school. So it's for the local Romanian children to teach them the language, the cultural side of things, and get them involved and learning about Romania. Then we have a permanent hire in there now, Monday to Friday, with Northamptonshire Saints. They run an education hub that will be Monday to Friday. A number of pupils that are out of education or are at risk of being out of education, being supported by the Saints Foundation, learning teamwork, learning to work together, and with the aim of then getting them back into mainstream or full-time education. So hopefully that will all be a big success with the new room. Then other things we have our car boot sales start again 14th of February. So that's Saturday morning. That's 9 till 12. We've got about 20 something stalls booked in. So hopefully that'll be busy. First one for the new year. That will then run for March and April, and then we stop over the summer and we're back in September. We've got a quiz night on the 28th of February. Team maximum numbers of 6 in a team. Anyone can sign up and join in. It's, I want to say £6. Yes, £6 per person, and that includes a chip supper as well, which you can pick when you're booking tickets. We have a race night coming up in March, which is the 28th. Trying to look out the window, look out my window at the posters. Again, that's includes a chip supper. That's normally a really fun event. Bar will be open for both that and the quiz night. Yeah, so they're the ones that we've got coming up in the near future. Other than that, if you want things to do, we have church, football, badminton, bingo, theatre, dance, driving tests 2 days a week, Zumba, karate, choir. Youth club will be restarting shortly now that we've got the new room. And yeah, we're open for birthday parties. We've got a number of birthday parties. We've got a wellness event this Saturday. Yeah, so the hall and the group room are now available for hire evenings and weekends. So that's Glamis. And then Kingsway. Kingsway is ticking along lovely, getting busier. So down there we have 2 churches, memory assessments, 2 lots of bingo, Northamptonshire carers. For anybody that's registered as a carer can go along and get support with Northamptonshire carers. We have acrobatic gymnastics, the model railway group, tabletop gaming, table tennis. That's the other one. I was trying to work out what it was. And we also now have 2 sessions, one on a Saturday morning and one on a Tuesday morning, of football for preschool children, so 18-month to 4-year-olds learning to play football, work together. It's bedlam. It's so funny. They just run around. It's brilliant. Yeah, so we've got lots going on down there as well.
That's good. That's good. Crikey. Well, you must be frazzled, Joe, I think is the nicest way of putting it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've also not had a caretaker for 2 weeks because he's been on holiday.
Oh, bless you. Okay.
Extra frazzled this week.
Yeah, I can imagine. I could imagine. Okay.
Joe, I was just going to
Thanks
ask,
very
sorry,
much. Go on.
super quickly, with all of those things, you've got so much good stuff happening there. With all of that, is there any kind of age limits on that, or is it that kind of event for anybody? A lot of those groups that you've got.
Some of the groups are age, like the dance is age limited. It's for kids.
Yeah.
Zumba's not. That's for anybody. Theatre is set different sessions for different age groups, and there's also a Sen group as well. And then on a Wednesday they're rehearsing. We do 2 pantos a year. I say we, GLJ Theatre. He does a summer one in June and one at Christmas, and they're open auditions to anybody from the public. So they're already rehearsing the June one, and then they'll do auditions again in, I think it's July or August. They'll do the auditions ready for the Christmas panto. So that's any age. Church is obviously any age. Football on a Friday is age 8 to 16, I think the football is on Friday. Table tennis is open to anybody down at the Kingsway Centre. Friday is over 50s, bat and chat. Bingo, both sessions are open to anybody. Churches are open to anybody.
Badminton, I think you mentioned. I'm just trying to remember the others.
Oh, badminton,
Yeah.
that's 4 ladies that have a social group. So if people want to get involved, it's best to contact myself and then I can pass details over to them. That's not like an open group, it's a closed group, but they like to chat. Youth club 6 to 12-year-olds. And that's going to be fortnightly, £1 a week.
Perfect, thank you. It's good to know because also, as well as our customers, obviously a lot of them have got kids, so it's just good to know about different bits. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
if you go on either of the Facebook pages, there's a Glamis Hall one and a Kingsway one. It's got all the groups saved on it. Oh, there's dance at the Kingsway as well. There's adult ballet tap, dance for fitness, and contemporary dance as well.
Perfect. That's amazing. Loads of something for everyone.
Yes, we're trying to cover all age groups. And then obviously at Glamis Hall, we've got the day centre. So it's an over 50s day centre, Monday to Friday. And we do take volunteers if you have people that are looking to get back into work through volunteering. We get them through a variety of routes, just people ringing up and asking and finding out. We've had got one guy that was referred to us through the stroke team. He's now here 5 days a week as a volunteer. So yeah, they come job centre refer as well.
Fabulous.
I think that's
Brilliant,
everything.
thank
More
you.
questions for Joe? Is there a question coming from Ruth?
No, I was just going to say that's really interesting to know all the things that's going on, and it's really handy because, like Lucy said, we've got people with families, and sometimes they looking for things for their children to do, and if they're carers as well, where they can support older people.
Yeah, we had a public meeting here 2 weeks ago with Jen Kitchen, and it was about the Pride in Place funding that the Queensway has received that starts as of next April. And one lady stood in the hall and said, "Oh, if only there was a dance group here," to which one of my colleagues was nearby and said, "There is." Yeah, she brings her son or another child here for theatre and didn't know about the dance. And they walk past the notice board every week.
It's not on a screen, that's why.
It's not on a
No.
screen. Yeah, just phone out.
Somebody also suggested that the Queensway needs somewhere to hire for meetings whilst stood in our hall.
I can vouch for the parties because my mum had her 80th at Glamis, and it was very, very well organised. So thank you for that. It was a few years ago, but it was very good.
You're very welcome. We're still here.
That's good. Right. Thank you very much, Joe. That was fabulous. Mind-boggling what you do. Should we pass over to, this is the right thing to say, we'll move on to Connie, if that's okay, Connie.
Hi. Yeah, the Hemmingwell project is still going well. The breakfast club is still going, although there's a reduced number of children there. And the two excellent girls that we had from September until just now, they've got more work, different work, and so we have had to recruit a couple of more permanent people, paid people to run the breakfast club. Thanks to the DWP office, they sent us a couple of CVs, and those two ladies started. Well, actually three as now have started as of Monday just gone. It was two originally, but one of the people has a sister who was interested, so they're doing a job share. Two sisters, they're 19 and 20, and then there's an older lady who does dinners, is a dinner lady as well in another school, so she's helping out for breakfast. And the University of Northampton have now started to send us some of their students. One of the lecturers in forensic psychology has sent us 3 volunteers and they're dividing the volunteering up between them during the week, and they will be doing some studies on behalf of the university as well. We have been running, so the breakfast club is up and running during term time, Monday to Friday, £1 for those who can pay, free for those who can't. We also have had a warm space running since November, which is exceedingly well attended on Monday mornings and Saturday mornings. Monday mornings, the warm space runs beside Feed the Need, which is our food larder, and the Saturday morning runs beside the car wash, which they've continued to do right through winter. I was there last Saturday. and it was very well attended. Some of you know that I have applied to the lottery for £250,000 over 4 years, just a bit over £250,000. It is looking like we might be lucky. I'll just have to wait and see what comes out in the next couple of weeks, and then once we've signed, if we get it and we sign a contract, then we will be full blast ahead.
Wow,
That's about it.
that is
Fabulous
pretty
news.
Yeah, fabulous. Does anybody have any questions for Connie? She's a little bit of an underrated hero, this one here, to my side. So yeah, she's sort of taken on a lot from the previous Lord Lieutenant, yeah, who wanted to basically get the Hemingwell estate going, and because Hemingwell was a bit of a desert, wasn't it, for
Yep.
things to do. So Connie's almost single-handedly sort of getting people involved and inspiring people to really make a difference in the Hemingwell.
Money's in the post.
Money.
And you are making a
Like a lot
difference.
of people that work in the community, she's a bit, like I say, modest, and really does sort of deserve all the sort of plaudits for what she's managing to achieve. And if she gets the lottery grant, that's a massive game changer. So fabulous. Well done, Connie.
It's actually 2 years to the week since I first agreed to do this project for David Lane. And it's 12 months to the week when I approached the Hope Church to ask them if they would support the project. And if we get the funding, the amount of stuff we'd be able to do will include after school, more stuff for older people. So we will be able to get a lot of things up and running, working with the VCSE sector and also obviously the council and other statutory groups.
Yeah, no, it's a game changer, absolute game changer. And I don't know if everybody knows that Hemingwell's a bit overlooked, I think is the nicest way of putting it, because of the way the wards are sort of organised. Queensway does quite well because of the way the wards are organised. It used to be different, Joe, didn't it? We used to
Yeah.
used to go into Hemingwell, and now it's flipped a bit, so everything's sort of going into Queensway. But if you're able to bring that sort of value to an area that's equally in need, it's fabulous.
Doing amazing things down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'll be copying you, Jim.
Don't copy me, you'll end up frazzled.
I don't know. Anyway, right. So nobody's got any questions for Connie?
Not a
Right, so I'm gonna
question,
move
just
on.
just to say
Go
good
on.
luck. I was just going to say good luck. I hope that you get your lottery funding because there's definitely a need for it. It's really interesting because when we see referrals come in, people always kind of ask us which kind of areas, and a lot of our customers do come from Hemingwell and from Queensway. So it's amazing to hear about that work. And yeah, good luck with getting your funding. I hope you get it.
Well, we're desperately looking for volunteers for all the different things, but especially for the Breakfast Club, because nobody wants to get out of bed in the morning.
Oh,
But
that's so
also,
interesting.
we need the
Ah.
children to come in to the Breakfast Club. There is a Breakfast Club at at all the schools now, obviously, but there is, the children that we have mostly are from Oakway Academy. I will be taking on next week, whatever, the older children from the preschool, the Signet preschool, which is also run by the church, to help them in that transition. So they'll come in for the breakfast, and then obviously next year they'll be going on, a lot of them will be going on to Oakway. So we will open it up a bit more, but definitely we need volunteers.
That's really good to know, and definitely something we could hopefully help with because
Absolutely,
we've
yeah.
probably got people needing the experience as well. So yeah,
I mean, we
thank
probably
you.
will open the Well as a cafe, but we need volunteers to run it.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Well, that sounds like a good connection. So that's what this forum's all about. Fab. Shall we move on in the last? Oh, we've got a bit more time than I thought. I don't know which hat to wear first, but I'll try the town council hat. Normally we've got somebody on from the town council, then I realised it was me. So
I think you've been volunteered.
well, Well, you know, it's one of those. Yeah, let's start with the town council. As many of you do or don't know, I'm now the facilities officer, which means I have the pleasure of looking after the Swanspool Pavilion and Gardens. I do apologise, like I say earlier, I was a little bit late, but the gardens, people don't like to walk through poles, I don't know why. But there we go. The gardens obviously need a lot of work, as does the pavilion. The pavilion itself was mothballed for about 5 years until the town council took it over from the Unitary Authority, North Northants Council, last May. Since then, it's not had as much focus as it probably does. So that's why they've employed yours truly to try and get people in, to try and get the place looking better, to hire it out, which could be and it will be a really fantastic venue, because obviously we've got the benefits of the gardens and the pavilion. There's a lot of things that could happen here. Obviously, we haven't quite got the dare I say it, the footfall that Glamis Hall's got at the moment, but we're talking something that hasn't really been used for about 5 years. So good news from the pavilion is we are getting more people hiring. We've got a new bingo club, bingo buddies on a Wednesday. They go from 12:30 to 2:45. We've got a new yoga class also on a Wednesday from 6:30, a fitness class on a Wednesday as well. Everything happens on a Wednesday around here. That goes from 8 o'clock. We're also the new home to the Eco Group, so the Eco Hub is in here, and that does all the things that we were able to do at Glamis Hall, and we thank Glamis Hall, obviously, as Eco Group. Just changing my hats again. But the Eco Group has their Eco Hub running, kind of changing me hats there when it's running, and I'll come back onto that in a sec. Other things that's happening at the town council, there is the pancake race on the same day, I'm afraid, as your first car boot sale, Joanne. So that's Saturday the 14th of February. Starts at 11 AM. It's usually a really well attended event. Somehow Freddie from the Wombles usually wins. I don't know how he manages that, because he can barely walk. But so if you don't fancy Freddie winning, please do come and join the pancake race. We've obviously got the carnival and the party weekend happening in the summer. You can book your stalls or join the carnival by emailing projects@wellingboroughtowncouncil.gov.uk. Oh, hello. And that was obviously the introduction to the carnival. There's also sponsorship. So if you wanted to sponsor the carnival and also the Wendell Walk, of course, that's also happening fairly soon, do contact Emma on projects@wellingboroughtowncouncil.gov.uk. The party in the park is in July. So carnival's on the 4th, Saturday the 4th. Party in the park is on the 5th from 12 noon. Wendell Walk is a month or two before that, the second weekend in May. We're hoping to have a beer festival in here, which is something new. The Wendell Walk is something that is probably the best attended event in Wellingborough. People come from all around Europe to join in with it. So there's lots of walks to get involved with. The first one, which I believe is May the 8th, which is a Friday. Joe's going to tell me off if I've got that wrong.
Yeah, we're a friendship walk stop.
So you are. No, I was just about to come into that. So the Friendship Walk is a really great opportunity for everybody. Doesn't matter how able you are to sort of get around. There's a shorter walk and there's a longer walk. The walks will come via or back via this place, but obviously I think it's the longer walk that you get, Joanne, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Joanne at Glamis Hall is a pit stop, if you like, a check-in point. You're putting a funny face, Joanne. It's not very off-putting.
I don't think you've ever called me Joanne, and you've now done it 3 or 4 times.
Have I?
It's strange.
Oh, well, you are Joanne, but I've always called you Joe, so sorry about that. I get you.
Joe's always Joanne, and I'm Joe. It's really odd.
Okay, all right.
I think
Joe.
I'm in trouble for something using my whole name.
Obviously, on one. It's because I'm thinking Joanne's normally here saying all of this stuff for the for Wellingborough Town Council, but there we go. As you just said, Other
Yeah.
things that are happening, obviously the Wendell Walk weekend carries on the Saturday and Sunday as well. Do book at wellingboroughtownCouncil.gov.uk. We in the pavilion have a youth club every Thursday, ages 10 to 18 and send up to 25. That's completely free. It's from 4 till 5:30. That is run by something called Eats and Beats Wellingborough Youth Work, which is part of Youth Inspired. So really, really great little group. They have games, they do cookery, they do lots of other things around the town as well. So they have all sorts of sessions. So would be worth looking up for Lucien, Ruth in particular, Eats and Beats Wellingborough Youth Work, because they do obviously cater for people, young adults that you're covering up to the age of 25 and teach them like really useful life skills and stuff. Starting very soon as well, Service 6 are doing a youth club here on a Friday. It finishes at 6:30. I can't quite remember when it starts, but it's on for about an hour, about hour and a half, 2 hours. And that again is another free youth club, and that is based on young adults, so sort of teenagers. Again, a good free service starting as part of the activities that are happening here. Like I say, it finishes at 6:30. There's something else starting at 6. I'll talk about what the Eco Group does in a second. Other things, if I move on to the Wellingborough Eco Group, which is quite a busy little group, so I'll take my town council hat off for a moment. Wellingborough Eco Group is exceptionally busy at the moment. One of the big things that we're doing at the moment are the warm spaces. So we have our warm safe space, our winter warmers, whatever you want to call them, on a Tuesday and Thursday. They run from 10 till 6 on a Tuesday and 10 till 2 on a Thursday. It's an extension of our Happy Cafe. So what we do is a food reuse cafe, but we go the extra mile. So we're making people teas, coffees, and actually cooking a full proper meal on a Tuesday and Thursday, completely free for everybody. There are fun activities. So on a Thursday, there's eco crafters. On a Tuesday, there's games, there's advice, there's all sorts of things going on. And it's also tied into our swap shop, our food sharers project. On a Tuesday, our Tuesday tidy ups, and as I said, our eco crafters on a Thursday. Also happening at those events on a Tuesday and Thursday are advice sessions. So, for instance, at the moment we have on a Thursday, we have the Green Doctors from Groundwork coming to talk to people about energy saving measures that they can make in their houses. It's completely free service. Come in, book somebody to come round and try and help you save money in your house, and you get a free goodie bag. On a Tuesday, we have free NHS health checks. So, dare I say it, they take your blood pressure, perhaps a pinprick on your finger. Anybody over the age of 40 can have a free health check, and it's really quite a thing because obviously not everybody knows what's going on in their bodies. It's completely free, easy, nice use service. What else can I say about the Eco Group? Mondays are nature rangers during the day. That is a group for young adults with special educational needs, run by Wellingborough Eco Group and also Grow Wild Outreach. If you are part of the Grow Wild Outreach thing, they either work on referral or there is a small charge. They do come round in a bus and pick everybody up, and in the same bus they'll drop everybody off, and that's from across the county, so it's not just Wellingborough. Just so happens every other Monday they join Wellingborough Eco Group. This Monday they'll be here at Swanspool Gardens because we've got a nice nature area. We've got we've just built a nice bird table, a bird feeding station. There's composting. As you can imagine, in a garden with over 200 trees in it, there's quite a lot of nature in there, so it's a really interesting thing. On the other sessions, so fortnightly, there'll be coming, but every 4 weeks there'll be at Swanspool Pavilion and Gardens. And on the other fortnight of every 4 weeks, if you like, they're at our community allotment. And we've built a really interesting nature area in the copse at the back of the allotment, and a bird hide and a nature area, a chill out area. So that's their little project at the allotment. It's quite a big area. Like the trees itself, we've got a nice meeting space that one of the other people that uses the community allotment is going to be teaching yoga in. So it's quite a thing. Like I say, anybody wants to join in with that, it's completely free. If anybody wants to take advantage of Grow Wild Outreach's service, just have a look for Grow Wild Outreach. They can always accommodate more people. On a Tuesday, I've already talked about the swap shop, the food sharers, Happy Cafe, and Tuesday tidy ups. On a Tuesday evening, first Tuesday of the month, we have something called Green Drinks. It's an excuse to go down the pub and chat to people with similar interests. That goes next week. No, it's the week after, isn't it, Joe? I've lost me. No, it's next week. So next Tuesday, it will go from 7 till 9 in the Queen's Head on Broad Green. On a Wednesday, we go to the community allotment. So that's just a community allotment working party. That goes from 10 till 2. Anybody can come to that. It's a big plot. We've even got a well now. We've got a 12-foot deep well. We've got 3 greenhouses, a massive polytunnel. We have lots of things going on. We've got a tree nursery. And this year, we're hoping to grow loads and loads of fruit and veg for the community and for the people that volunteer down there. A new bit of land that we've just taken on, we're going to be building raised beds for the volunteers. So if you come and volunteer completely for free, you'll have your own raised bed to look after, as well as mucking with everybody else. So let's try to give back to some of the volunteers. And again, people with send people, if they wanted to, can come and join in with that. There's always somebody there to sort of help. Really sort of easy, tranquil space in the middle of an allotment in Wellingborough. So big area to join in with. Thursdays, again, we're here doing the swap shop, food sharers and Happy Cafe with a little bit of crafting mixed in. Fridays, we have a games night. So tonight we've got our Replay Fun Fridays. That's the thing I was talking about that starts at 6, goes on till 8 o'clock. It's board games, it's all sorts of bits and bobs. You can play chess, you can have a video game if you like once a month we get the video games out. Again, completely for free. Everything at the Eco Group is free, unless you are talking about the yoga and fitness sessions. They're only a £5. On a Saturday's our events day. So there's an exciting event going on every week. So this Saturday, we've got our 2-hour tidy up with Welly Wombles. We're litter picking Croyland Park, the footpath from Queensway right the way up to Sainsbury's. One of the local councillors, Victor, has said that it's in desperate need of a tidy up. So we're doing that. And that happens on the last Saturday of every month. On the first Saturday of every month, we're doing a jumble sale this month here at Swanspool Pavilion. That will be 10 till 4. Next month, which is March, obviously, we'll be doing a open day and craft fair. We're having some really successful events like craft fairs before Christmas, the first Saturday in November and the first Saturday in December. Absolutely ramped. The jumble sales in January, we actually had them queuing around the building to get in. It was manic. You've never seen anything like it. I was quite nervous it wasn't going to work, but like I say, it was a bit of a fist fight for the first 2 hours, but good, we like it. On the, where are we? Second Saturday of the month, we have a repair cafe now at the Victoria Centre. All of these projects that we're doing seem to get a bit bigger, which is good. We have lots of helpful people there from 9 till 12. You can bring in anything that's broken and we'll try and fix it. for free, or you can give a small donation. All we ask is for you to contribute to parts if that is necessary. No need to book now because we've got a bit more space. We can kind of spread things out, and people, we've got a waiting area. So that's at the Victoria Centre from 9 till 12. On the third Saturday of the month, we do tree planting. So last month we planted 300 trees again in Crawley Park. In fact, last Saturday we planted 300 trees in Crawley Park. Next Saturday, next time, the one in February, we're going to look to do something a bit special. Perhaps not planting trees. We're going to go on a special trip. So we'll have to look at social media to tell you about that, because I'm not completely sure what's going on. And then in the one in March, we're actually planting, you can't see out the window, but along the periphery of this building, we're going to plant a natural hedge with about 300 trees in tandem, because it's quite open, and we're also hoping to build a garden village at the bottom with 3 buildings, a greenhouse, some shed shops and a pergola for the eco group and for other groups and services in the town, plus obviously the greenhouse with grow plants for the garden. The only thing I haven't said is our winter warmers on Sunday. There's quite a lot going on. That goes from 12 till 3 this month. This week it's a winter warmer workshop. We're making something old into something new, completely free again, and again we'll cook and feed for you because it's part of our warm safe space offering. Next month there's free chair. Next week, if I just have a look at the date, so on the 8th of February it's chair yoga. We have tea, coffee for the first hour. From 1 till 2 it's free chair yoga, and then 2 till 3 we have a good old slap up meal for you, all completely free. 15th of February is fun and games, so we actually have a little games convention. It's like the Replay Fun Fridays on a Friday, but even madder, with loads and loads of people and games and stuff. And then on the 22nd, and always the last Sunday of the month, we have a meditation relaxation session. Again, completely for free. Again, first hour drink, second hour the meditation relaxation, third hour lots of free food. And I've got a feeling that's probably it. But Joe normally tells me, and yes, I'm calling you Joe now, that I missed something. But I don't think I have this time, which is quite good.
I don't think so. I think that was more than enough to keep you busy.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we're very blessed at the moment. And it takes quite a lot to do, coordinating stuff. But we're very blessed that we have lots and lots of lovely volunteers that have got so many new ideas and want to do stuff. Something new that we're hoping to do next month is do some training courses for people. So again, same sessions, same ideas, a fiver for it. And we're looking at doing some crafting, some sewing, some needlework ones. We're looking one about cooking. We're looking one about computing and IT. And we're also looking at a photography course. So what that is going to be the same evening. Obviously, it's a council building. We're hoping to have that here. Doesn't need to be here. We could put it somewhere else. Like I say, the idea is the volunteers that are really, really like these people. Some of these people have got degrees and they're really specialist, and they're kind of building their confidence up by volunteering for us. I'm hoping to sort of get the courses going, so we're almost paying back. The courses need to pay for the hire of the venue, and then if there's more people than covers the hire of the venue, then everything else will go back to the volunteers to pay them. So it's a nice way to get back. So keep an eye on the Eco Group social media and website for that. It's a new thing that we're hoping to pilot. As Joe knows, we are an incubator of groups. I think that's enough. Joe's actually fallen off her chair. Does anybody have any questions for me, whether it be for Wellingborough Town Council or whether it be for Wellingborough Eco Group? Oh, she's back. You're on silent.
Sorry, somebody's just turned up at the door expecting to come and see me, and I don't know anything about it.
I'm quite impressed nobody's coming here. It's normally like a merry-go-round.
Her office were told I was in a meeting until 3 o'clock,
Oh,
but she's here anyway.
she'll have to wait. We're going to be done in a second. Does anybody
No,
have
she,
any questions for me? I think I've probably shocked you into silence.
yeah.
There's a lot
I think
happening.
I need some time to process all that.
Yeah, I do apologise, like I say. I do ramble on as well, but I think, like I say, because the projects are so different and because they are all volunteer led, I think, well, for the eco group anyway, uh, there's just so much goodness going in. And like I say, we're inviting people like Lucy and Ruth to join us to give people advice on the warm space sessions. So, like on a Thursday, we've got somebody, it's actually the leader of the council, doing free pack testing for people. So, Joe, if you've got anything you need pack testing, you need to get in before the end of March because the warm spaces do finish at the end of March.
You'll have
But
to come here to do it. I
come in, of
can't bring like 300 items down there.
course you can. You've got a really big car.
I've
I
got a little tiny Peugeot.
know, I was going to say, well, you got a minibus, I suppose. But anyway,
Yeah.
no, I can imagine the logistics of that would be a nightmare. But yeah, that could be an option. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't mind maybe looking at diaries and popping down one Tuesday or Thursday and just offering advice on, if it's just a bit of interview prep or whatever, just to be down there for an hour if people want just support with,
That'd be lovely.
how to
Like,
go about job search. We've got some leaflets we can give out on interview prep or whatever, building a CV or what have you. That can help.
well,
And
if you come
obviously to
between
let people
12
know what we do. So we'll
yeah,
look at diaries and I'll
12
get
and
back to
2,
you.
come between 12 and 2, we'll even feed you.
Well,
Just
so,
thought
All
something.
joking aside, that obviously tends to be the busy time because obviously if you get a free proper meal, it's quite a thing.
but it's
Right,
also good to, obviously, like you said, get involved with the community and let them know what we do. And if people just want a bit of support to, if they're going for an interview or something and just want to know what to do. There is also, we do work with the live team, which I think maybe Joe knows about, and they do have changing rooms there. So obviously they also have, anybody can access that, which is obviously it could free interview clothes or work clothes if some people are going into work, because they also do the coats for kids rail, but they have also lots of clothes for people on shoes and accessories. So if you do know people that are looking for interview items and things like that, then it's I can send you the phone numbers because we don't deal with that, but the live team do. So I'll email you their numbers if you want to, just for people. If they're, anybody who don't need to be on any programs or anything, it's just there for
Yeah, it's for
everybody.
anyone who needs it,
Yeah.
definitely. And they've got loads of stuff in stock as well. So in most sizes, we can normally find, if people need a smart shirt and trousers or whatever, it might be. We've got kind of most sizes. A lot of it's brand new. People just donate suits with tags still on and stuff. So yeah, and that's free for everyone to access as well. Yeah. But yeah, we'd be happy to pop down, definitely.
We did used to have one of their rails when we were at Glamis Hall. I don't know if that's a thing.
Is that the coats for kids?
Sorry?
Coats for kids, they do a rail in the library and
Everybody,
places.
kids,
Yeah.
adults, everything.
Oh, okay.
They used to have them in the library, us at Glamis Hall. They took them down to the Victoria Centre and the Hemingway Centre as well, I believe. So they spread themselves out. I think we probably gave them more coats than they brought in, but it's one of those. It's a sharing service. But that's partly what the swap shop's about. Actually, Joanne and Glamis Hall pretty much started that off with us. Because like the clothes and stuff really started when the Ukrainians started coming in. So we went a bit mad, didn't we, Joe? I think it's the nicest way of putting it. But yeah, a lot of the
Just a bit.
clothes and stuff we got in to support the Ukrainians because that's what the community does, try to come together to help people. And the swap shops remained. I did try and stop the clothes once, but there was a massive outcry, so the clothes remained. But there we go. I have got something else just to share with people. Victoria
So have I.
Centre does have a warm space pop-up camp starting today, funnily enough, Friday the 30th of January from 1:30 till 3:30. So if you wanted to pop in for a cup of tea after you've been here, Connie, the Victoria Centre is on Port Road, NN8 1HR, and that's happening every Friday, a little bit late to the party with the warm spaces. There's also some advice from somebody I've completely lost the plot for. But there are advice sessions and stuff going on down there as well. I believe the Green Doctors are down there from groundwork to help with the energy saving advice. And I believe there's another energy saving, obsessed with energy saving, another advice service to sort of partaking as well. So as well as offering free tea and coffee, that space is a supporting service as well, because one of the things the Victoria Centre does is support a lot of people that have either sort of come into this country from foreign countries or people who don't speak English as their first language. So that's the sort of location for people who aren't natives, if you like, if that's the right word. Probably said the wrong word, but there we go. Anyway, so do go and see the Victoria Centre if you can on a Friday. Funnily enough, about the same time we have this meeting. Anybody else got any other? Joanne?
I have, just to let everybody know. Yeah, just to let everybody know, I have now started taking bookings for our summer family festival. It falls on the 25th of July this year, so it's first Saturday of the school holidays. And for those that don't know, it's a free to attend event for the public, all about having fun, as cheap or as free as possible. We charge for food and drink, raffle, face painting, donkey rides, and I think that's it. 4 things. But we've got a mini farm. We've got Wincanton are hopefully supplying us with the Wipeout again this year. That went down really well a couple of years ago. We're open to any services, any organisations, anybody who wants to have a stall to talk to the public. The only catch is you have to bring a game or activity for the kids to play. It is a fun day, not an information day. So stalls are available at £15 each and will be out on the field. So you'll need to supply your own gazebo, table and chairs. If anybody wants a table, get in touch. And we have about 1,000 people come.
Sorry,
we have about 1,000 people come across the day, so it'll be busy.
You did, and I was there. Obviously,
yeah, the eco group are normally with us.
We're there every time, and obviously, as my previous role as cult member pioneer, we got Phil involved, and that's been a really successful partnership, hasn't it?
It has, yes. He will be missed when he retires.
Exactly that. Anyway, right, everybody. I think if everybody, we've done exactly an hour. I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and obviously, if you're watching this on video, thank you for sticking with us to the end. Our next Wellingborough Community Forum will be at the end of February. Come on, give us a date. Give us a date. It's always on the last Friday of the month, basically.
27th.
What was the date, Joe?
27th.
27th. That makes sense. So we're here on the 27th. From 1, if you want to come and have a cup of tea or wander around the gardens, help me clear up a big pile of mud. And on Zoom from 1:30 till 2:30. And then we're here till about 3 o'clock if you want to have a little chat afterwards. So it's quite a nice kind of event to kind of do a bit of mixing and talking and stuff and sharing secrets, eh, Connie? Yeah. Well, there you go. So thanks all. Do also have a look at our website, which is wellingborough.org. Links, we can put some information on there about yourselves, Lucien and Ruth. We have lots of information on there regarding different groups and locations and stuff. There is the Wellingborough Community Forum Facebook group, and there's also a Wellingborough Forum Facebook group and Nextdoor group should you wish to broaden your thing. So find us, use us. We'll share this video later on tonight everywhere. And thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.
Thank
Cool.
you.
For having us.
Bye.
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 Thank you.